TikTok. So I'm involved in an argument on here. Go figure. Me not getting along with somebody. I'm such a nice guy, right? This guy is blabbering, saying that federally there's only 2 holidays in Canada that recognize Christmas and Easter, which are Christian holidays. He's going on about how our government's racist. We have a holiday every month. We have a long weekend every month. And yeah, sure, Christmas and Easter, they're fairly religious. But Santa Claus has nothing to do with Christianity. The Easter Bunny has nothing to do with Christianity either. So yeah, they've got deep roots in religious whatever, but they can be taken in other regards too. But of course, this is another Gen Z young male. If he identifies as that, he can be a carrot. I don't care. Actually, no, fuck you. I'm the carrot. He can be a turnip. But yeah, he's going on about how we're racist and all this, and how other people are forced to work during their religious holidays. This is Canada. If they wanted their holiday, they should have moved to a country that recognizes their holiday. And I'm not saying that they're not welcome here. I'm just saying don't change the country you move to. Accept the country you move to. Celebrate your holiday on a different day. I might be going right back up to Alaska this Christmas. I've worked one Christmas since my kids were born. I try to avoid that at all costs. What with the economy being what it is, if I do another run to Alaska and get that in before the new year, that gives me a better holding going into next year. And with the economy being what it is, and the fact that I just bought a new truck, I can really use that. My kids can really use that extra money. So I might work over Christmas. Nobody's forcing me to work my holiday. And religiously, that is my holiday. I am Catholic. And I am a practicing Catholic. But, yeah, so that means I'm going to end up working my holiday if this load ends up happening. Nobody's forcing me to do that. The big issue I had with his rant is the entitlement that was in it. The language forcing them to work. Nobody forces you to work. Work is a privilege. Earning money is a privilege. If you don't have a good, strong financial situation in life, that is your own fault. That's nobody else's. You can work overtime, you can get a second job, you can find a different career, you can develop your skills. The problem is people aren't competitive anymore. I fight to be on top. I just did the Dalton Highway in a snowstorm. That's a challenging road. That is a very challenging road. Especially under those conditions. There's not a lot of people that can do that. There was other guys from my company that were up there that they don't want to pull that road ever again. It's hard on the equipment. It's hard on their nerves. And they feel that it's not worth the money that gets charged for the risk that is taken. I don't disagree with them. I don't. I do believe my company got a very good rate given the economy for what it is. Am I happy with it? No. No, we are so overtaxed in Canada, and everything is so damn expensive that rates would have to be 3 times what they are before I'd be happy. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to go out and work for what the rate is. Like, I just stopped at 2 different gas stations this morning because I needed oil. I wasn't at the ad line. But I was down on the stick a lot farther than I like to be. I like to keep it over halfway between ad and full, and definitely not over full. That's worse for your engine than being no wonder. But I stopped at 2 different gas stations, and I was floored. I run Rotella T4 in my truck. I'm not one of these synthetic guys. I've done enough oil testing to know that T4 is a damn good oil. I don't need to switch to the T6. And that is from getting testing done by Polaris Labs through multiple different engines over many years of my career. I'm going to run my T4. But, of course, I stopped at a Petro-Canada. They have their own brand of oil. I have used that in my car haulers because at a time I did get discounts buying their oil in bulk. And I was never happy with the test results on it, so I don't like their oil. But you buy what you gotta buy when you gotta buy it when you're out on the road. And the jug was $65. I said, I don't need oil that bad. So I drove down to Fort St. John, and there's a Chevron gas station as you come into town. Well, Dello 400 was my oil before I switched to Rotella. And I was always very happy with the Dello. It did well on oil samples. It performed well. I didn't have any lubrication-related issues with my equipment ever. So yeah, it's good oil. They wanted $65 for it. So I got to the Petro Pass. I dropped my trailer. I'm all in oversized. I can't putt around town. I went to Canadian Tire. $35. Bought a jug of oil. I know in Edmonton, my home city, I can go out and get that same jug of oil for under $20. Or I can buy a 5-gallon pail for right around $130 of the stuff I like. So yeah, you gotta shop smart, you gotta work hard, you gotta do things right? And running the North is expensive, and the work involved with it is it's challenging. It's hard on your equipment. It's hard on your nerves. It can get scary up there. I tobogganed down a hill. I couldn't get traction. I couldn't get the truck to slow down. There was no winning. No winning. All I could do was find a gear where she would roll. That way I had a little bit of pedal to pull me around the curve at the bottom. And I let the cup fly, and when I hit that curve, I stomped on the pedal and I pulled that wagon around, and it went like a snake behind me, swinging from side to side until she came back straight. When I was empty, I had no ground pressure. Most people would have been in the ditch long before that curve because they wouldn't know what to do. I've ran the Arctic long enough. I spent most of my career running up there. I know I'd rather hit the ditch hard than not try. And so far, every time I've tried, I've been able to recover. So, say what I did was wrong, say what I did was right. I've done it before, it's worked, I'll do it again. Would I suggest somebody else do it? I hope nobody else ever ends up in that situation. I pushed through whether I should not have pushed through, I should have parked. That was my stupidity. I found a safe place not long after that, and I called it a night. I still had lots of hours, but it is what it is. So, back to my rant about that dump trick. Work is a privilege. Money is the reward for hard work. If you only work 40, 60 hours a week and you're